Hello everyone and welcome back to this next lecture. So in this lecture, I'm going to give you some tips on how best to complete this course, right? Of course, how you wish to learn is totally up to you and everyone has their own learning style. But given the fact that I've created this course, I do have some tips on how best to use this course, right? So in this course, I have a lot of theory and also have a lot of simulations. So for example, in the theory lectures, I have a lot of description of circuits. I'll be drawing a lot of circuit diagrams and I'll be showing you a lot of conduction paths. So most of my theory lectures are going to be very visual, right? Not too much of mathematics, not too much of analysis, a lot of visual. Well, analysis will be more of reasoning and logic, but not really mathematical analysis the way you would expect in most other courses. So I would say that in all these theory lectures, I would say please do try to draw as many circuits as possible, right? The more circuits you draw and the more you get used to them, the more understanding you develop of power electronic systems, right? Quite often people just watch videos or just read books without actually drawing circuits out, and believe me, that does have an impact, right? Though you read and feel you understand, when you actually go down to start simulating your own circuits, you will find it is not that easy. And the reason is that unless you actually start drawing circuits and unless you develop a deep understanding of those circuits, sometimes it just doesn't become that easy to finally create your own simulation models. So always during these theory lectures, please draw as many circuits as possible and also write equations, figure out conduction paths and things like that as and how I describe them. Also, there will be times during theory lectures where I will suggest that you pause the video and try something out on your own. And during these times, please do make full use of these opportunities. That is, when I do say, go ahead, try to pause the video and try something out, or try to figure out something, or try to draw something on your own. Please do try to do so, right? Because that will really help you, because the next slide will show exactly that. Right? So for example, I might ask you to draw all the possible circuit topologies that are possible, or rather all the switching combinations that are possible with a particular converter, right? And I might ask you to pause the video and try it out, and in the next slide I will show you what I have done. And this is a chance for you to compare what you can draw with what I have done, right? So this is a great opportunity for you to learn as this course grows. Also, try to watch all the videos at least once, right? This is a very detailed course, and in some ways I do believe that learning something like this online can be pretty challenging, because this is fairly intense course, a lot of simulations, a lot of theory and a lot of material, right? So please do try to watch the videos at least once, right? Do not skim through the videos, as then this course will not be much use, right? The next, with every video, check if there is a resource. I try to add resources for all simulation lectures. So for example, when I start a simulation and when I end a simulation, I will place all the simulation files as a zip. Right? So the beginning of a simulation and the end of a simulation, the simulation files will be included as a zip. So please do download them and have them as a reference, right? And in many other lectures, you will find resources such as PDF files or links to other resources. Please do check them out in case they are useful to you. So, as I already said, this course is heavily simulation based, because the most important fact, at least what I'm trying to do through this course, is help people simulate power electronic converters and implement switching strategies in a simulation, right? So in almost every simulation that I do in this course, I will be going from zero to finish, bit by bit. So there's very little skipping that I'll be doing. Almost in every case, I'll actually be going and making changes as and how required. So actually running the simulations and recording the entire thing. In almost very few cases will I skip ahead when something is very obvious, right? So this slow pace while I simulate. So for example, if a simulation takes almost 1.5 to 2 hours, you will actually find that there are actually 1.5 to 2 hours of video content of me simulating it, right? So use this slow pace while I simulate to simulate along with me, all right? And every now and then, go ahead, pause the video and try to simulate or try to code what I have done, or try to maybe even go ahead, right? So go ahead and try something out. These kind of things, go ahead and try to use it. So use the slow pace of this course, especially in terms of simulation, to try to simulate along with me, right? So as I already said, I will be including all the simulation files that I've used in this course as resources. But however, please use it as a reference. Do not just download it and watch the videos. That won't be good enough. It's important that you perform simulations on your own. It's important that you write the code from scratch the way I am doing it, right? So in exactly the way I'll be building switching strategies from scratch, including them as control files in a simulation, please do that also. Do not simply download the files and run them. That won't work. That you will just not learn enough about simulations by running simulations. You need to actually build up simulations from 0 to 100%. Again, if you have any doubts, and I keep asking this in almost every question, if you have any doubts, please use the Q&A forum. I do my best to answer questions within just a few hours. Please keep in mind that I am either in Canada or in Germany, and therefore wherever you are in the world, we may not be in the same time zone. So therefore there may be a lag of a few hours, but I try to answer questions as soon as possible. Almost all questions in the Q&A forum have been answered so far. I don't think I've left any question unanswered. So please use the Q&A forum to the most. Also, you are welcome to start discussions on any topic, right? So even if it is not a topic exactly in this course, you are welcome to start the topic. If I can, I may not be able to answer the question if it is not a part of the course, but in that case, I will just refer you to other resources. So I may ask you to I may give you a link of a paper, or I may ask you to Google search a particular term. So these are things I may do in case it is not a part of the course and I do not know the answer specifically myself. But other than that, you can start a discussion on just about any topic. And there have been people who have used the simulations for their own projects and who have come back and asked questions of how to achieve something. And I have, even though may not have helped them directly, I have pointed them out to resources which have been good enough for them to solve their problems. So with this, it's important to remember that this course is not just a beginning and end, but rather this course is a part of an ongoing project, right? I started this project of Python Power Electronics to impart education in power electronics. And so far I have created, this will be my 6th course, my 6th online course. I have 5 courses already. One of them is completely free and the others are paid for. Besides that, I have several videos on YouTube, and I have been writing books, writing papers, and all kinds of things. And you will find that on my webpage, pythonpowerelectronics.com, which is in the resource attached to this video and is also in the previous video. Besides this, you will find I am on social media. You look for my Facebook page, you will find these resources on pythonpowerelectronics.com, and you will find there is a Facebook page if you would like to follow on social media. As I already said, the YouTube channel has a lot of resources. More than 200 videos have been uploaded already. And otherwise, you can just search for Python Power Electronics and you'll find many other resources. I am also on Twitter, though I don't tweet much. However, I do tweet some of the major milestones, like when a course is released or when a book is published. I do tweet these, so you can follow me on Twitter if you prefer Twitter. I am very active on LinkedIn. And this is also personally, and I also have a LinkedIn page by the name of Python Power Electronics. So this is a LinkedIn page, and the link for that page is provided in the resources for this video. Go ahead and have a look. You are welcome to join. I post almost all updates to my project on this page. This includes any new videos I've created or any documents I've published or anything else, right? So you are welcome to join this page and check out what I post. If you need a place where you can just hang out and ask questions, I have a Discord channel, right? So this Discord channel is specifically for power electronics engineers who are doing power electronics projects and who need help with something, right? So if you do have any issues with your project and you do want to ask any questions, feel free to join this Discord channel. Again, the link for the invitation is provided in the resource for this video. Go ahead and join if you need to, right? And of course, you are welcome to add me on LinkedIn, or even you are welcome to join the LinkedIn page. And if you ever when you complete this project, you are of course welcome to share that completion certificate on LinkedIn. Many of them do, and many of my students do share and also tag me, and I'm very happy when they do, because it's also always a wonderful feeling when a student completes a course and actually enjoys it. So with this, I will end this introduction section, and in the next section we will get started in earnest with this course, and we will get started with the concept of modulation in power electronics. So as before, if you need any other resources beside this, or you think that I missed out anything, or you want any other way to reach out to me, feel free to message, to post on QRA forum, and I'll be happy to help you, right? So you can, as I said, reach out on any of these forums, and I'll always try to help you as best as I can. So thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next lecture where we will get started with this course. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Goodbye for now.